Ever since I started using Riverside, or even when I talk to clients or read through creator forums, there's always this one overlying hesitation to go 100% all in on editing inside of Riverside. The biggest concerns that I keep hearing over and over is simply this. People love recording inside of Riverside, but when it comes to that final layer of polish, motion graphics, animated overlays, and those finishing touches, they still feel that they need another editing software. In fact, posts like this are completely common, where creators are asking if they should finish editing inside of Premiere or Final Cut instead of right inside of Riverside's own editor. Well, I think Riverside just changed that conversation forever. And I think their new 2.0 update is a direct response to that exact frustration. And honestly, I think this is going to completely change the game. I literally made that confetti popper animation in about 30 seconds, right inside of Riverside's new motion panel using their co-creator. Now, I know that that's one of the simplest animations that you can make. But if you're a video editor, you know that getting an animation like that to sit on top of your video with transparent background is usually a massive pain. Normally, you jump into another software like After Effects or Apple Motion, build the animation, export it with a transport background, or purchase an animation pack from another creator, and then bring it all into your project. That takes time, it takes more money, and it creates extra files. But with Riverside 2.0, you don't have to do any of that. You don't have to build everything from scratch either. You simply start with one of Riverside's professionally designed templates and you customize it to fit your own video. Or, in the case of that simple confetti popper, I found a template that I could completely transform. Then I typed a prompt right into CoCreator, just like this. Replace this waveform animation with a purple and white confetti popper animation with the confetti fluttering across the screen and slowly falling down. And CoCreator built it. It animated it, and it asked me if I wanted to place it on my timeline. All of that right inside of a web browser. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Imagine what you could create if you spent 5 or 10 minutes instead of 30 seconds and really took your time building a prompt that actually looked better. But before I show you exactly how all this works, I want to explain why I think Riverside's got this so right. As most of you know, I'm part of Riverside's beta community. And one of the things that I've always respected about their team is that they really listen to us. And they're not obsessed with building software that only professional video editors can use. Their focus has always been on helping the everyday creator make content that looks, sounds, and feels super professional. All without needing months and months of training or a complicated workflow, just like that Reddit post that I showed earlier. The biggest conversations that creators keep having in regards to Riverside is if they should finish their editing inside of Riverside or jump into another software so they can add that final layer of polish. And honestly, they already wanted to start in Riverside, but those finishing touches, animated graphics, polished overlays, or even simple CTAs were often where those creators felt like they needed other tools. Well, here's what I love about Riverside. They didn't just sit in a room and ask themselves, how do we make imported graphics work in our editor? No, they asked this. How do we make motion graphics approachable for the everyday creator? And I think that's exactly what they built. So right here inside of Riverside's editor, if you look on the side panel, you'll see a brand new motion button. When you click open the motion button, it's all of your pre-made motion graphics templates that you can edit. And it's broken down into sections. You have motion sets. You have stats and waveforms. Name tags and intros. Subscribe and follow buttons for your CTAs. Quote cards. Screen callouts. Broadcast news headlines. And if you remember this Reddit post that I showed earlier, that's this news article spotlight right here. So if I click it open, you'll see that it's using a generic article And it's really meant for bringing in news articles that you're going to be talking about current events. But I decided I like the way that it pops in and puts everything right onto there. So all I did was I opened up the attached screen here where it says upload files. So all I did was take a screenshot of a Reddit comment. And here's the Reddit comment screenshot right here. All I did was attach it and give the prompt, replace this news article with this Reddit comment. And I'll hit play so you can see how it comes in. Okay, so I'm not really a fan of how the size on it is. So I can drag that, bring it a little bit bigger so it's a little more legible on the screen. And I want the corners to be round. So I'll just go to my round radius and I'll move those to 10 pixels. But now, the confetti, how did I do that? It's really simple too. Let me go ahead and delete this off. Go into our motion graphics, and they have this little waveform right here. So we'll click that open. And that's a pretty simple animation of a waveform. All I did was say replace this waveform with purple and white confetti popping from the bottom of the screen and fluttering down and filling the screen. So that's a simple one there. Let's go ahead and remove that one. They've got plenty of pre-made ones that you can simply just go right in and edit. Let's say you want a CTA. So let's use this channel subscription with a handle. We'll click on this one, and you've got the profile picture of the channel name, subscribers, like, and subscribe. Now I want to personalize it. So what do I do with this one? Again, I go to my uploads and I've got a rounded profile picture that I want to use. So I would just click and insert, and I would simply say, replace the profile picture, replace the username with my username, John H. Adams Media, and hit enter. And you end up with this. Now I could tell it to make a click for me, but I've already got assets that I like for the click. So really simple. Stops being fun. It's clicking right there. I'll go into my media, go into audio. I know that I have a mouse click effect that I like, and let's see if it's where I want. So instead of, let's bring it over here. Stops being fun. So, okay, so this one's right where I want it. So now all I have to do is bring in another one. And the way this is already timed out, it actually works out perfect. Once I put this one in, just butt it together, and then I go, stops being fun. So instead of asking yourself, so now you've got a confetti pop effect that wasn't even there, that we made from scratch. You've got on-screen comments animated. You've got CTAs. They've added in so many that you can go through and make your own. They've got tweet cards. They've got vertical social icon bells if you want to have those in there. You've got really anything. And these are all just to start with. And that was just a quick introduction to Riverside's new motions graphics. I just wanted to come on and give you a quick update and show you the possibilities. Look, I have a feeling that we're only scratching the surface of what's possible with this new motion graphics update in Riverside 2.0. I've only been testing this feature for a few hours now, and I'm already finding so much potential for my own videos. So if you found this helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that like button and consider subscribing, because over the next few weeks, Riverside's going to be rolling out a lot more features as part of Riverside 2.0, and I'll be creating videos on each and every one of them as I continue testing everything that they release. I'll be coming back out with even further deep dives into all of these and some of the things that I found that you can create and do inside of the new Riverside 2.0 also. And if you're looking to master Riverside from start to finish, check out my Riverside course and playlist right here on the channel. I'll be adding a lot of lessons as all these new features keep rolling out. So that'll be the best place to keep learning everything Riverside has to offer. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, stay healthy, stay balanced, and keep driving forward. I'll see you next time.